Morning, guys. I recently read this book called An Arranged Murder by Chetan Bhagat. This is probably the fourth book I've read by this guy. I think he's a good author, and I think he gets a lot of flack because he writes what can be called simple stories about contemporary Indian lifestyles. However, I think he's quite engaging, and this book is no different. Let me talk about what the story is about. An arranged murder is about two guys, who live together. They are detectives, and one of them is about to get married, and he's very happy. He's the fatter of the two. More, there's a lot of talk of food in this book because this guy loves food, man. You won't believe how much this guy likes food. And then you have the guy who's writing the book, who's his best friend, and he's talking about what is going on, and the other guy is his friend. Now, this guy is supposed to get married, right? And the guy who's gonna get married is going to meet his fiance, and he's in an auto, and she's messaging him to come quickly because it's Karwa Chauth, and even though they're not married, she's kept Karwa Chauth for them. And he reaches this destination finally through traffic, and he makes his way there. And when he reaches the terrace, he sees she's not there, and lo and behold, there's a commotion on the ground floor, and he looks down and he sees that she's fallen to her death. And then the story really begins. Who's done it? Was it a suicide? Was it an accident? What really happened and what really transpired? There are many suspects at play because there's a huge family, and then there are other things. I'm not going to get into that. I'll leave that for you to read. So the entire book, you keep wondering what really happened and what the suspense really is, who really killed her. And all in all, it's a very readable book. It's very engaging. Even the supreme elitists amongst us, some of us, I don't think we'll be able to say, oh man, this book is such a drag, I can't read it, it's crap. It's nothing like that. There's a great flow to the book. There's some humor. If you have simple-minded humor, you would love this. But overall, I thought the writing was quite engaging. I thought the plot was awesome. The plot and story is basically what makes this book what it is. So yeah, all in all, I really recommend An Arranged Murder by Chetan Bhagat. I suggest you go read it. It had its bits in terms of humor, and there's a lot of detectives at play. There's some police involved, and yeah, talks a lot about Delhi, so it's always good. It felt like the book is written around my home, which was insane to read about because normally I read books in which they talk about LA and Paris and I don't know, some obscure town in USA, New York. To read something which is actually written in your own city and to know all of those places they are talking about, yeah, that felt really good. So yeah, if you're a Delhi guy or girl, you can probably give this a whirl. Yeah, that was my book review. How many stars do I give it out of 5? I give it a